Welcome back to Let's Play Borderlands. Adding this in from a later time, I meant Let's Play Bioshock. I'm sure I've probably done this, made this slip up more than once, but yeah, I meant welcome back to Let's Play Bioshock. I totally didn't notice this until I'd almost finished playing Bioshock 2. That is sad. But, moving on. This time, last time, we escorted the Little Sisters. This time, on time. Well, I didn't get a chance. I expected the elevator to go for a bit, so I was going to start reloading guns. Campfire personnel.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole, but you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
Also, like it said, if you die, you get to restart. So he's hooked himself into the atom pump of some kind. Like, did he build that, or what?
Go! Go now! Hit him with the needle!
Ouch. Nice. Yeah, he goes fireball on me. I have only 2 health kits, that's not
You think it'll be that?
Oh, that worked. If I don't miss with it.
You bastard!
Rush at me. Rush me.
You little nothing!
There we go. Oh, it holds more than 3 shots. It'd help if I hadn't only had 2 health kits when I started next time. Easy enough to dodge right now.
I'm barely getting started.
Man, I've got no way to survive this. I need more health here. Gonna be wrong.
Come and get it!
Guys and Ice time.
You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I recharge.
Yeah, I'm dead. I don't have any health kits. That's like... I did actually make a save at the end of the last episode. That's literally just, it's not something I can compensate.
I remember.
I saved before this. Thank you. So I've got to run back, find a
Fontaine waits above.
blasted.
There will
There
be
it
no
is.
going back.
I didn't notice that was there. Whoops. Okay. I mean, honestly, the pistol was doing next to nothing, but I may as well have it loaded with something. Let's see. Let's go with electric gel. Steel tip bolts. Reload. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, this is gonna be a pain. Because I've got a really ration. In hindsight, I just realized there's something I could do. I'm assuming there was a gene bank there. If that assumption is true,
there will be no going
yes.
back from. Make sure you are fit.
Combat onyx. Let's see. Got both armored shells on. Might as well throw that on there. Throw that on there. I'll throw that on there. Okay. Physical tonics. Where's medical expert? And the camouflage one's not going to help me in here. Okay, it's fine as it is. Oh, hello there. Go ahead and use that.
Welcome to the circus of Come back when you get some money. Come back when you get some money, buddy.
There you go. How's that? Let's see. Exploding buckshot. Well, this way, this will give me at least a bit of a better chance. Let's go with liquid nitrogen. And reload that. There we go. And up we go. That was probably the most boring 7 minutes ever. 8 minutes ever. Well, it was only really 4 minutes because the first part was me trying to fight with very little to fight with.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business.
I'm going to assume that the reason for that is that the Vita chambers work based off proximity and that we're nowhere near enough to one to revive. Just an assumption, I don't know. Oh, that hurt.
Come and get it,
Oh, gotta be more careful.
Come and get it, I'll get you!
There we go.
I'll put you down!
Not really doing much good with that, not really.
You little...
Okay, so I'm gonna switch that to something that actually hurts. Let's Since he's a fire element right now, maybe his resistances match that. Actually, you can see my hand twitching a little bit.
Here it is! Ha ha! You bastard!
Splash hit.
You little
Why is he not getting back to its container? There he goes.
Then I'll cut you into bits.
Ice time.
Come and get it, Luke! You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I'm in charge. You think it'll be that? I'll get you!
There we go. What was that about being alone? Next is probably...
Think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough mugs to watch my back while I'm in charge. I'm ready for you.
Oh, I see what it's launching. It's a shock ball. Pretty cool looking.
I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now, if you don't call that family, I don't know what is. And now,
Meet my friend.
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.
There's one game I've seen that doesn't play the credits after you finish, so I'm gonna go ahead and click that. Also, just realized 2K games. I didn't realize they were involved in that, so Borderlands does have a bit of a relation there. But yeah, that's the end of Bioshock. It's a game I really enjoy. There are 2 other endings, but as per my usual, well, it's one. I'm tripping over my words a little. Sorry, the ending always gets me a little feely. The other 2 endings can't be. They're not like some of the other games I've done where the endings are just a choice at the end. You actually have to either have harvested every little sister or have not saved them all to get the other 2 endings. So I'll put a link in the description to a video that plays all of the endings. Even if it was one I could get right at the end, I probably wouldn't be able to, just for same as with Singularity. I just couldn't bring myself to get the other endings for reasons of emotion and morality and whatnot. But yeah, if you've watched this far, and if by chance you're actually listening at this point, thanks for watching, and I appreciate it as always. I'm gonna let the credits run, for the sake of respect and whatnot. Not really sure what else to say at this point, though. And there's not much music on the credits, so. I always feel like I'm going to have a lot to say when this point comes, and then completely forget what it was. Well, if there was anything, I always forget about it, or I overestimate what I'll have to say. Well, I can say that as a spiritual successor to the System Shock series, I think Bioshock has done well. We'll be honest, I've never played past Bioshock 2. I planned to, I just haven't gotten around to it. I also haven't finished, well, I barely started the Bioshock 2 Minerva's Den, and I plan to make a Let's Play of it and actually finish it. And actually get to play Infinity for once, which I've never played and don't know anything about. So that one will be a blind play. Plastic Wax. That is a very interesting name for your company. Plastic Wax. I can imagine what the logo would be. Plastic Wax. Plastic Wax. Shanghai team from Shanghai, China. They've not been shanghaied. They're in the city of Shanghai, I assume. The term Shanghai has kind of come to mean basically to be pulled into some sort of task you did not willingly sign on for, but that has no relation to the city of Shanghai. I blame pirate movies for taking that term and giving it new meaning. Although I believe it actually does predate movies entirely and have to do with people being kidnapped off the street to work slave labor on ships, coming to be termed being shanghaied. But I don't know quite how the term came into that meaning aside from the historical. I know that it relates to being typically homeless people being kidnapped, typically in Europe. Well, it was at that point in history before America, so yeah, of course it was in Europe. Many credits, much words. There's the dedications. Melee combat insights. Carmen. Joey and Nick. I'm just reading random words. Crazy antics. Making sure I had a home to come back to. And his pets for shedding in it. I like that. The Unicorn Pegasus. What the? Raccoon Lodge. Fellow gamers. And that's the end of the credits. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. And like I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.